Alright. Actual face now. Ooh, the volume of that puppy. I don't know, I just put my hair up for fun. Oh, and also because I'm tired of making it in my face right now, so I was out running. Checking out the acne. How's it looking? It's looking okay. A bit better than what it's been. You guys even hear me? Mellow? Yes, yes. Give me a second. Satan never die. Anyway, today will just be relaxation stream. Anyway, I've been in a bit of a. I watched the hell? Get that out of there. Where's see-through windows at? There we go. Okay. How's everybody doing tonight? Hey, what's my... That's pretty exciting news, friends. Maybe a bit scary, depending on if it means we can stream or not. Because I'll have to test when it happens, if the things will be good enough for when it does. There's a very interesting development going to be happening soon. Very interesting. And I think it'll work well. It'll end up all well. Alright, what the hell is wrong with charging? Okay. I missed the Steam controller. I missed it. And you may be asking, how'd you miss it? There's a very simple explanation. It sold out in like 5 minutes, brother. What am I to do? What am I to do, brother? What am I to do? But yeah. I will just be chilling out. Not for any reason in particulate. It's just good business. Yeah. Sorry, I just burped. Anyway, yeah, I have to study for the final, and also I want to do some work on Godot. I want to do some work on Godot. You know why I want to do some work on Godot? Because I've been enjoying using it. But there's one problem I've been having. One problem in particular. Never shall we die. What the fuck? Get that dog shite off my screen. Sorry you guys have to hear this. McDonald's. complete a video. Apparently you can get ads inside of Discord now. Strange. Alright. I've got to start producing more shorts. YouTube Shorts have been doing me crazy. They've been insane. But yeah, today we're just going to be chilling out. Chilling out. Maybe you guys, if you, for the more programmer inclined people, maybe could give me a little tipsy whipsies on how to do actual programming of a main menu. Because I swear to you, going back to the main menu scene is so annoying because I can go to any other scene in my project currently, but I can't go back to the main menu because some reason, I guess going from options.scene to, you know, the other thing is just unattainable. Actually, you know what, I'm going to start showing that right now. Of my code that will most definitely make some of you have a heart attack. I'm just building this as like a little test thing. Where's Godot at? Alright. Let's stretch this out a little bit more. Yeah, I'm trying to learn Godot right now. And it's been pretty well for movement-wise, getting all that stuff. Granted, the YouTube tutorials have helped a little bit, but I got stuff working on my own, like sprint function. Sprint function was fun to make, and then I had to figure out camera rotation moving with the character, which was painful. Painful. Hey. It's the love of the game, baby. Good thing I have this. What? Are you kidding me? That isn't what it's supposed to be. Alright, you know what? I don't know. How in the hell? What is this even showing? Can I not show off the Godot engine? Give me a second. Disable visibility. Godot, are you working with me right now? Hey, okay, we got the Godot engine showing. Anyway, yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to make my main menu right now work, and this looks very bad because it is very bad. I'm just trying to get buttons to work and learn how they function. So if I launch this, I don't think it'll actually show the... Yeah, it doesn't show. How about this, actually? What is this showing? Options of TCN. Alright, I gotta change this to debug. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so these work, but this doesn't. And granted, I think I took off the function for it, so that's why it's currently not doing anything. So I have to go to my scripts real quick and go to options. And obviously I don't have anything here anymore, because I've been trying to figure out a button combo that would change the scene. Okay, let me tie this to... Let me connect this to that. Okay, what's the one issue I'm having? Okay. Press is already connected to it, giving callable. Okay, so do I have to change the name of this to, like, say, exit underscore menu? Let me try that. Let's get rid of this function. Disconnect, and then I have to reconnect pressed. On exit menu pressed, and then let's try change scene. So I know exit will work, but I don't want that to work to just close out the game. Errors? What the fuck? Are you kidding me? Not in the scene tree. What do you mean not in the scene tree? Dog, I have fade timer right here, bud. I fucking see it. Give me a second here. Fade timer. Why the hell is... Either edit or set auto start to true. I have no clue what that means, I'm not gonna lie with you. Switch these around. What if I just have a color rect? Shit. I mean, that shouldn't cause a crash. I don't think. Right, maybe I could just remove it. I could just remove the fade out and fade in function for a moment, but that doesn't really matter too much. Alright, let's get back to options. Yeah, I'm gonna do some study guide studying later, so you guys can help me out with that. If you guys want to be so inclined. The options. Options scene. This is gonna be a mess, by the way. A mess. I'm just doing this as a starter project. I have an idea for something I want to do, but I have to learn the basics first. Alright. And if I can't even make a main menu that functions, then this is gonna be hard. Alright. Get underscore tree. Oh, is it not typing? Are you kidding me? Get underscore tree. And what is it? Change scene to file. Let me do main menu. And this, in theory, should work, but whenever we launch this... Oh, it works! I'm an idiot! I've been an idiot this whole time. It was a name issue! It was a name issue! It was a name issue. Oh my god, it was a name issue, everybody! I did it on stream. You guys just see me do it. I struggled with that for hours, and it was a simple naming issue because I tied it to the other control. The other script. I tied the signal to the other script, and I'm an idiot. That's why. Anyway, I should probably put that down. Hashtag don't name signal same as other script. Will not work. Okay. I love coding. This stuff is fun. But yeah, no, as you can see, this is technically functional now. Obviously, I do not have any textures. I would need to switch that to a texture model, which I don't have a model texture for these. Maybe I could just change up the colors for now. There's no one in here. I am going insane for no one in here. Bro. Yeah. How's everybody doing for the people that may or may not be in here? I'm driving myself insane doing scripting stuff. But it actually works! Granted, I need to actually make a proper options. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do that. I might have to sync my in-game... I have to figure out how to sync in-game sensitivity to... Or my in-game sensitivity function, which is a mess, by the way. If you guys want to see my character code, half of it's ripped from YouTube. The other half, I kind of just tried to toy around with a bunch, and that is not my first-person character. Oh, is that? I think that's camera. Give me a second. Test area FPS. Stevie boy. Character body 3D. Okay. Also, I might need to close out a lot of these. Close. 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 Save all. Close options. Actually, I can just close all, right? Let me just close all. Go to Steve. You guys want to see how messy my code is on Steve? So I was trying to do like 5 different things, right? Okay, actually, this looks pretty normal. As you can see, my sensitivity is fucked up right now. My sensitivity is fucked up. Because I have to find where sensitivity is. Rotation, I mean, is... I have to find where rotation is done. Yeah, var direction. Input direction handles movement deceleration. Okay. Where does it go through sensitivity at? Sensitivity. Sensitivity, where's that handled? That's sprint. Which, by the way, look at my... Hey, Wildma, how's it going? Do you know anything about programming? Because I'm kind of doing stuff right now. So... my... Oh my god, this is just a if statement central right here. And this is probably the worst if statement any programmer could ever see for me trying to solve running. So, instead of putting a proper function for sprinting, I just decided if sprint button is pressed, and yeah, if sprint button is not pressed, then instead of it going to a separate speed called sprint speed, I tried that and it didn't work well. I just change that whenever it's just pressed, it moves the base speed up to 12. And then when it's released, it goes back down to 5. Dude, I am such... Oh yeah, and I took the head bobbing from another YouTuber. So you can thank the head bobbing in this to being a YouTuber helping me. Yeah, I am not smart enough to do proper head bobbing. I'm trying to find where sensitivity... Where's sensitivity handle? I'm trying to remember exactly what. It's... Is that handled up here? Yeah, how's it going, man? Yeah, I got... This was how I got my my character to actually move with my camera when rotating. So I made a very cheap little A poser in Blender, right? Just so I could have a character. Do you want to see what he looks like? He looks like an... Oh my goodness. This is going to be embarrassing to show off. Look at this guy! Look at this guy! He's so goofy. I used a bunch of meta balls and then put a rig inside of him. That was fitting with him. But he does not have any animations yet. And also, I'm probably going to recreate him whenever I actually learn Blender properly. I was just putting M-balls together and just having fun with it, you know? How's it going, Wild Mutt? Hope you're doing well, brother. What's up? Look at this. Look at this beautiful man. Also the collision box, by the way. Or where's my collision box? A lighter? It's just that. It is literally just that. I should probably even that more. So technically I could change this guy's... I believe I could change this guy's collider to being in the shape of... Could I? Let me see. Oh no, I don't have a dot shape. Yeah, I don't have a dot shape file for this guy. I need to create one. What's this? Oh, this is Godot. I've been learning programming for this. Do you want to see my programming, man in the distance? Do you want to see my programming? This is my character body. This is my character body right now, which, by the way, I'll just show you guys the, that this, look, exit button works. Options works, and then I can go back, which I have to resize this to be like a little back button. Start works. And that took me longer than half the... Oh my goodness. But yeah, I actually got this guy to rotate with the camera a bit weirdly. I got it to have a sprint function. And I just want to show you how messy this code is, guys. And I'm trying to do this as a test project so I can start creating stuff in Godot and learning programming, which programming, granted, I'm using like a lot of help from other YouTuber stuff, but whenever I usually have been, whenever I can, try to do stuff on my own to change things, because you can't really copy and paste, and you can't really copy paste code a lot of times because it would work differently. So you kind of have to create things on your own, know how things work. And I've actually been, intermixing stuff to actually figure out how things work because hold on. Give me a second here. So, oh, wait. Relative Y times sensitivity. Okay, here's the problem I'm having. So, I think I need to get sensitivity to not be on this much of a scale. This sensitivity sucks to work with. Because if I even change this to like 0.2 0.009. Let's see how much the sensitivity increases. Wait, not that much. Hold on. What if I put this to 0.3? 0.03? Okay. Now, what about 1? Oh, it's just not changing at all. Is this a constant? Oh my god. What the hell? Hold up. Maybe we gotta make this variable. If I make this variable, what's gonna happen? Oh, I guess my... Oh, wait, I know exactly why this is happening. I know exactly why this is happening. Give me a second here. Okay, let's just change this all back real quick. So, it's because I have an extra script for my camera. So this is 0.2. So what if we made this 0.3? Yeah, look at this. My character glitches out because of how fast this is going. This is awful. Awful, awful, awful. And I hate it. I hate it so much. This is 009. Yeah, so I need to find exactly where... I need to find exactly how I'm gonna stop this. Can I make this like a plus? I don't... So plus usually doesn't work with these types of things. But if I try it, I just want to see if it would even function. Oh my god, it makes it so much worse. Yeah. Okay, so plus is not the way to go. Then why is... What? Keep this at multiplication. Yeah, how's it going, man, in the distance? I'm just trying to learn the code. And also, I'm doing a bit of studying today for finals. I shouldn't be playing video games right now. Yeah, coding is fun. It's fun whenever you get stuff right. Yeah, rotate camera vertical. I'm trying to figure out what would be the best alternative. How would I make... Could I set it? I don't think minuses work in this. And clearly from addition, there's something that goes on there. So, yeah, as you can see, this equals... Yeah, okay. It's gotta be times, but I just don't want it to be that incremental, right? I don't want it to be so incremental it's almost impossible to even function. So I'm trying to figure out exactly what I do. Yeah, no. Exactly what I would do if, So, what's my relative dot y? Is there a way to find out what my relative dot y is at all times? Maybe I change relative dot x and relative dot y to a constant? Could I make them a constant? Maybe. Let me try. Const relative dot x equals, let's say, 4. Expected initializer. Alright, so I cannot change a relative. Well, let's just make underscore x? Underscore x equals 4. This is probably gonna break my code right now, and this is probably people are probably thinking I'm a fucking idiot, and they'd be right to think that, because I don't think any sane person would ever try this in the slightest. So const relative underscore y equals 4. So yeah, let's see here. So we change that to that and that to this, and I don't think this will do anything proper. So let's make this 0.5. I think I won't even be able to turn, likely. Oh, it just crashes. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it just wouldn't even function the game. All right, I just need to find a solution to this because this is becoming very frustrating. All right, get rid of these two at the top. These aren't needed, as clearly they don't work. Could I reduce? Could I reduce? Let me look this up. Sensitivity's too fast, right, guys? Does anyone got any suggestions? Any know-how? Sensitivity. Let me look at event dot relative. Okay, let me look this up. Okay, mouse sensitivity calculations from the Godot people themselves. Alright, okay. Looks like that doesn't really help too much. Would be seen. Okay. I mean, maybe that'd work. You can convert max x-axis. Const based base sensitivity. Bridge rad. I'm looking at these guys' code right now. Okay, these guys got a pretty good. So I can make const degrees per pixel. Okay. So degrees to radius. Base sensitivity. Base sense. Maybe try base sense times sensitivity. So event dot relative. Okay. Okay, I think I've got a plan here. So let's const. Should I make that very okay, let me make sensitivity variable. So variable, and then we add something up here. That would be const base underscore sense equals 0.005. So now we do times base underscore sense times mouse sensitivity times base underscore sense times mouse sensitivity. Now we have to find out if this works. And let me make this like a number like, let's say 15. Test this out. And okay, that's a bit too fast. So maybe we make this like 0.00005, 0.006. Okay, so then in theory, I shouldn't be able to move this. Yeah, so that doesn't move at all. So we got to make this a ridiculously high number, but not too high. So we make it say that. Yeah, and look at that. That's perfectly good sensitivity. Perfectly good sensitivity. And if we wanted to change this, we change this to like say, let's see what happens whenever we do incremental changes, like 14. Yeah, 14. Okay. So I want this to be equal to like 20. Like 20 is a good baseline. So we make this like 0.002. So then it'll do a really big downturn. So so this would be the max sensitivity. I think that needs to be a little bit faster. So we make that 0.004. And so yeah. That would be the max sensitivity, and then if we want to change this all the way down to like, let's say the lowest would be 10. Lowest would be 10, and then yeah. All right. The problem with this calculation, there's not much of a difference between that and 10. So maybe we do. Okay. $100. Hear me out. 100. 100 sensitivity. We change this to 0.005. I have to find the right. Okay, that makes it very slow. So you get rid of 1 0. Test it again. That makes it rather quick and snappy. And then we change some values down. It's like, let's say lowest is 25. Or lowest is 10. Yeah. Okay, then lowest is 10 for the people who are psychopaths like that. So var sensitivity, make this 100. Well, if we want a starting point, make it 75. What feels good? That feels pretty nice, but I'd say 50. 50 would be a nice change of pace. Yeah, 50 seems like the perfect starting value. So I think, actually, that is genius. So we have a max of 100 sensitivity that we can change down in the options menu down to, I'd give or take 10. Okay, so now we need to make our options menu we need to make our options menu people have a thing here. But yeah, how's it going, everybody? Sorry, I've been talking nerd talk today. I've been wanting to learn. This is something I've wanted to do for years of my life, friends. Years. So we change this text to back to menu. Can I change? How do I change theme? Okay, I don't have a theme. Colors. Okay, let me change. Okay, wait. Can I change these colors to something good? No, clearly that's not changing much. Okay, wait. I think I have the color black somewhere. Okay, I don't want it. Okay, wait, how was it that I changed color on this again? I can't remember. So that's for control, and I don't want to change control right now. Visibility, modulate, self-modulate. Texture, material. Fuck. Okay, how do you change colors on a button? Let me look this up. Okay. So, how to change colors of a button. Alright, let me watch this guide from February 15th, 2026. Now, is there a simple solution? Create new button, find style settings. Now, how do you find style settings? Okay, that's in control layout. Styles. Right above canvas item. Oh, there is none. Oh, here we go. Styles. Styles. Okay, so I can change this to, let's say, BD color. Oh, that's just an empty color set. Okay. Okay. I just want this to be a white box for a bit. Make unique. Okay, wait, let me try that. Make unique. Make unique, and then what? You can click on that. Click on that. Let's make it a. Let's make it like a. Kind of dark red type thing. All right, now we need to figure out how to do some stuff right now. You guys, I'm sure you guys understand a lot of this. I'm sure you guys do. I just want to see if this works. There we go. Okay, so we gotta change. Now we gotta do the same to rest. Hover. Style box flat. Okay. Let's just make this a pink one. Right, blue maybe. And will it work? Okay. Clearly hover, or maybe it's because I got change this to. Let me change this to purple. Maybe it's just not working yet. Purple, blah 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 blah. Make unique. Blue. Let me test it out. There we go. Okay. Now I actually don't really want this to be blue, so I'm gonna make this give or take just black. Or I could just make it pure white. Never mind. Okay, that doesn't look really too great. Okay. Oh, that's because I was changing the wrong one, like a fucking Neanderthal. So I want to make this like Scar orange. Yeah, like that. Alright, that's pretty good. So we got a functioning main menu. Hey, Josh, what's up? I'm just working on Godot right now. Just working on a personal project of learning how to actually properly make scenes and scripts for stuff. Right now I've got a main menu working. I've got, so I can go back towards menu, I can exit out. I can actually go into game. I cannot pause the game though, so I will need to make a pause function. Pause function that will only work on the test scene. So this is just test.scene. So I have an idea for a personal project I kind of want to work on for fun, and also I need to resize shadows, but it doesn't really matter too much for shadows. How's it going, Josh? Yeah, I made a character in Blender that looks like an army, one of those army men from Toy Story. Yeah. This is a game? This is a game maker, and called Godot. Or Godot, I mean. I always call it Godot, but it's Godot. Yeah, I got stair functions working. I don't have wall running, so... But I had an idea for something amazing. For a first-time project, for some fun. And... this idea was, I had the idea that for a first project, I just started playing Alien Swarm again. And I was thinking about how much I miss twin stick shooters, but then I was like, okay, well that's not really a unique, fun idea that I really want to try out. But then I thought of it, I'm like, okay, there's a big thing on people just going with like high-paced FPS games, you know, all the moles and all that stuff, you know. So I was like, what would be cool? What would be cooler than like an arcadey style, you know, thing that goes from like say 5 or so rounds of like a a wave-based arcade shooter, twin stick top-down shooter, to you reach a boss wave that turns the game into a movement shooter FPS. I was like, that would be sick, right? So I was like, that's not really been done purposefully for a wacky game like that, where it like kind of intermixes the two. So like, why not? Why not just try that whenever I actually get the skills for it? And I've been coding, so if you want to see my script, I've got my camera. Here's my character body, which actually I just created a proper variable here for sensitivity, so that I don't have to have a ridiculously low, tiny mouse sensitivity. So yeah, so my current build for sensitivity is relative x times base sense times mouse sensitivity, which essentially just reduces it by a shit ton and then just makes that like that. And I've also made it to where my character, my mesh instance 3D, which is good old Johnny boy here. It looks terrible because I'm gonna tell you something. I made this rig out of meta balls in Blender. I spent like a few minutes, 10, 20 minutes in Blender just to create this guy very haphazardly. It'd be funny if I just kept him like this, you know? It would be hilarious. Lol. Yeah. So, yeah, I've got a lot to learn. I've got to figure out how to make enemy scripts. I got to figure out how to make them actually work. I got to figure out how to actually do wave-based stuff. And I got to figure out how to do top-down 3D cameras. And also how to switch between a scene so that whenever it reaches a certain wave number, it would switch to, say, other scene. And also how to have that scene follow other scene, said scene, whatever the hell. Which I think I know how exactly that'd work, but I'm relaying myself to where it, you know, make a wave-based function that if, I don't know, if the wave reaches like 5, then it goes into the factor of first person to where you're going into the FPS and dealing with a boss enemy. But yeah, I plan on this as just like a little test fun project, because I kind of want to fish around the idea of actually making stuff. This is the farthest I've ever done to a game, by far. Hell, before this I never even got into coding because I thought it was too intimidating. Now I'm just kind of, you know, it's kind of fun. It's actually pretty fun to do coding. I've been kind of mixing in between letting myself learn and also, you know, just getting help whenever I need it, looking stuff up, and then trying to adjust stuff. Yeah, main menu took me hours to get working right. And it's not even a good one because I don't even have any textures for it yet, but I can, obviously. So actually, I think I can actually put in a background PNG. Actually, is background PNG inside of, let me see. Let me see, control, background. Okay, no. I think background is just a PNG I just insert. So, like, let's insert a temporary PNG real quick. So if I want to induce, say, let's see here. If I want to put in this, right? Can I not insert that? Or let me put it into my. Oh boy. Oh shit. Okay. Take this out of scenes. I just want to put this in there. Yes. Screenshot. Can I put screenshot in here? Or yeah, this is a PNG. How do I insert this into a scene? Okay, I've got it inserted. So now I've got to resize it to like a low amount. Oh wait. Why did this merge with start? Get rid of that. I don't want to merge that with start or anything. I just want to put this into the. Alright. The thing's being funny right now. Alright. Hopefully this doesn't crash me engine. Okay, it didn't. Alright, we gotta figure this out. I gotta figure out how to insert this. Hold up. Alright. Oh, texture react node? Okay, good. Looks sick? Thanks, man. Yeah, no, I'm trying to figure this out right now. Okay. Wait. Texture react. Texture. Okay, texture rect. I was just being an idiot. Load screenshot. Okay. Shrink this puppy down. I can't shrink this puppy down. Yikes. Okay. Oof. Can I not shrink it? I cannot shrink it, seems. Alright, we got a new problem, people. Oh, that goes over everything. Can I not even see? Okay, that's... How do I make this a background? Just stretch. Oh, I can stretch it now. Okay, how do I make this a background thing? Yeah, thanks, Josh. How's it going, Josh? How you guys doing? And you, Charles. How are you guys doing? Parallax background? Can I make a parallax background? Parallax. Okay. Am I an idiot? Parallax background, there we go. How do I unchild this? Okay, hold up. Give me a second. Ugh. Okay, add child node, parallax background. But then I need child that with that. No, that's not what I want to do. I want to child that with that. Okay, so now that goes through that. Alright, so now we just have to fit this all around. Coding's easy. Doing this is easy, everybody. Which honestly, Godot's pretty great. I actually really like Godot. Look at that. Look at that. We got a background picture. We got a background picture, everybody, and also ignore the dead guy over there. Yeah, so now we need to actually do stuff. So obviously I've got this working. Now I need to figure out how to get settings to actually function. Yeah, along with this, after I do this for a while, I'm going to go to studying my study guide for this. So, if you guys would like to help me with some stuff, you got a haircut? No, I didn't get a haircut. I just have this tied right now. Tied into a tail. All right. So, I forget exactly what it was that I have to do. So I think, yeah, H slider. There's an H slider here. I can just maneuver back, move. There we go. So let me go to the inspector here. Max value. Max value and then min value 10. There we go. I don't want it to be so skinny. Why is that so skinny? Why is that so skinny? H slider, go dot. Oh. Okay. Wait. I think it's like 30. No. Alright, how the hell do I make this? Yeah, how's it going right back? Okay, can I make this slide right now? Why in the hell is it already... Okay, well, I don't... Value 30. What the hell am I doing? I'm being a fool right now. I'm being a fool. Doing good? Oh, yeah. I'm trying to figure out exactly how I'm going to be working with this. Does it just start like that? Oh, is it because it's value 30? Okay, wait, give me a second here. Layout. I said layout. Min value. Let's put min value back to 10. Let's set value to 50. There we go. So now we need to code this so that H slider becomes. So I have to go to my options here. All right. Now I have to create. I need to learn how to create a H slider plugin. Can I? Okay, what are the signals here? Let's see, range. Admitted when value changes, when used on a slider, this is called continuously while dragging. If you are performing an expensive operation in a function connected to value underscore change, consider using a debouncing timer to call the function less often. I need to figure out exactly how I'm going to be changing. What did I eat today? I ate ice cream. I ate an ice cream. I ate ice cream. I ate some Frosted Flakes. I ate some yogurt. All right, hold on. Let's find the YouTube guide. Hold on. How to make sensitivity H slider. Go dot. Yeah, go dot. Let me do value changed. Okay, let me connect this to the script. Connect. There we go. All right. What issue do we got here? No, I don't really care about that. Forgot. The H slider. All right. Okay. So we gotta go to our camera. Could we link the camera? Yeah, could we link the camera extends? Could we do extends camera 3D? What do we do in these? Yeah, I ate some goofy stuff today. Extends options. Last name options. Extend controls. Okay. Okay, how will I link this to my... How will I link this? Beeping. Is there beeping? No, there's not. Okay. I'm trying to figure out exactly how I'm going to be doing this. Sensitivity is a con. Yeah, mouse sensitivity, mouse underscore sensitivity. Okay, wait, how did I do that? Options. Okay, wait, how do I, yeah, how will I change? Hey bro, Benefits, I watched you. Yo, what's up, West Sandwich? What's up? Mouse underscore sensitivity. Okay, wait, can I hook this up? Okay, wait. Wait. How's it going, West Sandwich? How have you been doing? I'm just doing some Godot, or Godot stuff right now. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna link my options slider to my mouse sensitivity in my test program for my camera 3D. I don't know exactly how this will work. I'm gonna warn you. I have no clue how this would work or not. What's Godot? It is a game making engine. So it's made stuff like Brotato and all that stuff. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how I would connect this. So, extend control, that extends control. The H slider is also under it. Can I have this extend two things in one? Can I have this extend camera underscore 3D as well? Okay, it can only be used once. Alright, we need to figure something out here. Can I add another 3D node? Let me just, I'm gonna take this function with this. I have an idea, but it's gonna be pretty messy. So I'm gonna create another control node. I'm gonna move this out. How do I unparent it? Actually, can I just attach script to this? Yeah, attach script. I don't want it to extend controls. I want this to extend camera 3D. Mouse sensitivity. Current scope. Okay. Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up, Roblox? Mouse sensitivity. Yeah, it's not declaring the current scope. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. I have to How do I unparent this? Attach script. Let me delete this real quick. I must have accidentally made it. There we go. Okay, I've decoupled it. Let me just stop that. What did I change it? Change that. Just close that. Okay. Alright. Okay, let me reopen options.tcnc. Control to attach script. Create So now I want to put I want to hook up H slider value changed. Oh wait. Let's see. Give me a second here. Open scene. Rename this to H slider. Put this under here. I don't want to see extend control. Cat script. Create. Sense control. How would I make the camera? How would I hook this up? Screwy. Some settings manager. Okay, I've already created a slide. God damn it. Slider. Value. Value underscore changed. Actually, what if I take the mouse sensitivity from my actual mouse camera settings? I take these two. Take these two, and then we go to H slider. Declare these into the scope. Burger pants, hell yeah. Declare these into the scope. So mouse sensitivity. This will not work at all. I just want to see what happens. Works just fine. Yeah, this will not change anything. Yeah, it doesn't change anything. Alright, okay. Alright. What's with burger pants? I always see you say that. I have no clue what it's about to this day. Oh, fuck. I don't know how this works. When in doubt, YouTube. How to make sensitivity settings. Alrighty. Time to watch a beautiful fling. Beautiful flying. I just finished my first set of finals right now, by the way. I think I found it. What the fuck? How does this work? Alright, this is just not helpful because this guy's... Why do none of these guys do sensitivity? Why do none of you do sensitivity? Who the fuck cares about audio? Does this guy even have a... Does this guy even have sensitivity? Oh my... Another one of these fucking idiots. Do you think just no one wants sensitivity scaling? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Ugh, these guys, man, these guys. Oh. Maybe this is... Yes, everything's okay. I'm just trying to figure out coding right now, and that's hell. That's hell occasionally. Alright. Alright, what the hell am I doing? So I feel like I don't... What if I just put in all my... Can I just make this extend camera? Yeah, I have... Extends camera 3D. Camera 3D. Burger code. Can I hook up... What if I hook this up? What if I hook this up to options? This will probably be a very bad idea. I kind of just need to test this. Test scene, TCN, TCTN, close. So just have that as an invisible thing. Alright, H slider. H slider. Let me re-get this in. Connect. Value changed. Oh my god, brother, I do not care. I don't care, I just want to see. Okay, you know what, how about I just disconnect you? Disconnect. H slider. There we go. Got it. Got it. Good, good, good. Okay. Shut up, Roblox. Yeah, Roblox. Using a $60 phone, so my quality is worse. What language? What language are you coding in? I believe this is Godot's custom code, but I believe this is kind of it's based off Python. So Ivan, can you tell me this? You sound slightly inclined into programming. How would I set up an H slider to change a sensitivity? So this is how my sensitivity works. It's based off of event relative x base sense times or times base sense times mouse sensitivity. But that's in the camera 3D, and that's another scene. How would I? Do you know how I would change? Do you know how I would change this H slider to work with that sensitivity scale? I've tried kind of inputting this whole thing into here. Maybe I gotta get rid of this since it would already be in the scope if this does work. So let's say I'm trying to think of exactly how I'd go about this. So I'm very new to coding. I'm not great at it. This is my character code. It's very messy. As you can see, if the if statements are racking up with me just putting in random stuff to get things working. If you want to see, oh wait, this is not that's my camera. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Here's my character. A big mess of a big mess. It's something. Yeah. I'm trying to get the thing here. Yeah. Yeah, my sprint works off of not even a sprint mechanic. It's just you press down the button and then it increases base speed. My apologies. I work with Java and HTML, and I'm not sure if I can help with free games. Oh, gotcha. Well, if I had a value of something and I wanted to change that with a slider, do you know how exactly how I do that? Or maybe a general idea, maybe? Maybe. Alright, Roblox, calm down, bud. Calm down. I'm getting a bit rowdy. Roblox, you don't even make sense. Yeah, he doesn't really make sense. That's been his whole thing for a while now. Okay, wait. Now, if I wanted to make a slider. If I wanted to make a slider, what exactly would I do? Do I have a signal? Is there a signal in my main menu? I don't have a signal, no. What did I do wrong? You're being a bit obnoxious with spam right now, Roblox. No spam, no spam. Alright. Activity equals how much? I have created far more problems. I know you can try to make a slider widget and connect it to an update function that runs whenever the slider you made moves. Okay. Unexpected parameter name. Okay, wait. H slider. So it says proper would be H slider dot GD dot mouse sensitivity equals. Okay, wait. Let's look back at the proper parameter here. Can you give me the proper parameter again, please? Okay, wait. God damn it. Okay. GD. hslater.gg. I doubt this will work, and also it expects parameter name. Expect parameter name. I have 5 issues right now. Line 8 expected parameter name. I have about a middle school education with Python codes. When I hit higher level operating systems and custom boards got my attention, so most of my time is spent on making a CPU. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Most of it's pretty easy for Python, but definitely just something. Specifically going across different nodes and scenes is kind of where I'm kind of getting a little bit mixed up. Because I'm not too good at making signals or handling signals yet, because I just started out a few days ago with doing this stuff. So it's a lot more fun than I expected it to be, though, I will say. Found literal instead. Gotcha. I'm just gonna have value. Watch out for evil toaster, trash man. Yeah, where's brother? I'm not changing. I'm not changing something to a constant. Okay. Watch out for easy evil toaster. We'll do hslider.connect, maybe? Let me try this. hslider.connect. hslider. Do I have to have the capital as well? hslider.connect. Value underscore changed. Blah blah blah. You honestly have a better grasp than I expected for a few days. I would go to say we have the same level of experience. I only really know more than you when it comes to making computer hardware. Yeah, I know nothing on C++. You put me on something that actually needs proper skill. I am not doing anything. Python is just kind of... A lot of it's just self-explanatory, at least for me. Not a lot of the physics stuff. I'm very terrible at the physics stuff. I have to look a lot of that stuff up sometimes. But yeah. I've been going around, so I have the philosophy right now. Because I want to learn it, I want to look something up, but I also want to have it to where I'm not just copying off someone blindly. I want to just spend my time trying to find out the solution to that problem with a different code. So that's what I've kind of wanted to do lately with that. So I just don't... Okay, dot self. hslider not declared in current scope. Trashman triggers the... Alright. Center document. Should be callable, but it is hslider.gd. Okay. hslider. Wait. hslider. Go. hslider.connect. Invalid connect. Function callable. Okay. Oh shit. Self. Comma. At. Yeah, how's it going, Ivan? Yo, Twin Opinion, yo, what's up? I'm currently working on code right now, and it's something to work on. Underscore sensitivity. Underscore changed. I doubt that'll work. Invalid connect. Invalid argument for connect. Trash and favorite streamer, thank you, man. What is res slider GD? Maybe I gotta change this. Let me change this to sensitivity. Then let me just change it to sensitive. Sensitive. And obviously we'll have to change this function's name. So let's go to the node tab here. Value change, connect, blah, blah, blah. I did not want to set that to options. Okay, value changed. For some reason it just autos on options. I want this to be set to hslider. Okay. Like this. Have to go on trip, Trashman. Sorry for being bad fella in chat. Right. Yep, no problem. Oh wait, I'm a fucking idiot. What the hell am I doing? Okay, get rid of that. Sensitive. Sensitive not. Let's go. Alright. Do I have to do mouse sensitivity? Sensitive. Okay, how about I make this a different name? Let me just name it Johnny. Thank goodness he's leaving. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry about that, fellas. Johnny? Okay, I'm being a fool. I'm just changing names for the sake of it, because the issue I had before with options not working, so this is the hold up. if you are interested in games, I want to ask you, have you looked into operating systems? Not making more. Not making more, so looking into them and the custom ones out there. Temple OS got me down the rabbit hole. Operating systems, I haven't looked too far into operating systems. I don't really know exactly how they run. I'm in the very basic group of stuff. But yeah, how's it going, Twin Opinion? Oh, shoot. Script inherits from native type 3D, so you can't assign to an object type control. Oh! Fuck, I'll just extend control. I'll just extend control. Why not? God damn it. But yeah, I haven't looked too far into like operating systems. How hard are those really to get going? I know Temple OS had what, 100. He was a one-man guy and he did the coding for it, and he got OS running in about 100,000 lines over the course of nearly a decade, I believe. That's what I know about Temple OS. Temple OS is insane. I don't think I'll ever figure out how to pronounce Godot, especially since both creators pronounce it differently. Gotcha. It's just an either or, Gabe. All right. Okay. Let's think what we had before. So, Johnny.connect. Johnny.connect. Let me do. Let's do mouse for sensitivity, comma. What did I do before? Self. For comma. Don't forget that. Let me do. Johnny's not accepting current scope. God damn it! What do you want me to do, brother? What do you want me to do? Well, it fully depends if you what you want to do. Temple OS only was possible because it's completely offline for one computer. Basically, it's for terminal computers that only need to store data. I tried out Doom for the first time because of you. Hell yeah, Raphael. How was Doom? What do I do, brother? What do I do? Johnny. So, okay, I have to look at my other options here. I believe in... Which options did I have? Okay, go back to H slider. Good. So, Johnny's my H slider, but I don't know exactly how to get him into the scope. Or, wait, I'm thinking of something right now. Bar, or is there another thing for? Okay, hold up. I'd have to check the different things, but for right now, I'm gonna try Johnny, or I'll do yeah, sensitive equals Johnny as H slider. I don't know if that'll work, but that should in theory make that... No. Shit. Argument 2 should be callable. Argument 2. Let me go to my errors real quick. Kings North absolute paths. Okay. It was very good the first time. It was the first Doom and I liked it a lot. Hell yeah, brother. It's great to hear. Hello, let me close down Godot. Anything more advanced than that will genuinely be impossible on your own. Anything like Windows or iOS will take at the very least triple the amount of lines of code than Temple OS had. Yeah, doesn't that just take like teams like thousands of people to make a single like strong OS? For like specifically like really hard OS is like a oh Linux. Yeah, Linux would definitely be hard unless you're doing a very basic core of Linux. Okay. Okay. We're trying to figure this out, gentlemen, and it's taken me an hour to get nowhere. It's taken me an hour to get nowhere, gentlemen, other than getting my options menu to work, which actually, does that work right now? No, it doesn't, because I have this bar. What's wrong with this? I think there's, okay, I gotta make this a const or something else. I'm trying to remember the other functions I have here. Let me just get rid of that, make it const. No. Well, no, because then that wouldn't be able to be changed. What made you try Godot over other engines? Godot's very easy. Godot is insanely easy, and it still requires coding. I'm not using Unreal because Unreal is very hard. And also, Godot's just very fun. It's just a little goofy engine, which actually, let me just get rid of this trash code right now, real quick, and just show you what I've got so far. Oh, my mouse doesn't work anymore. Oh, get rid of that. My mouse doesn't work in the game anymore. Okay, let me just delete this script right now, because that might be hurting me. And also, let me get rid of this. Oh, that's why, because I'm an idiot. Okay, delete that. It's been a million years. Yo, what's up, Muse? What's up? Anyway, this is all I've got so far right now. Well, that depends on what you mean by strong, like security, load times, internet access. I feel as if basic online OS can be made with a group in the double digits. Makes sense. Anyway, yeah, this is all I've got so far. So my plan right now, obviously, is just to get a basic understanding of Godot, and I have a plan currently. I want to make at least like a little project test game that's like a. So I played Alien Swarm recently, and it's like a top-down twin-stick shooter made by Valve. And I was thinking it'd be fun, which by the way, I am not a 3D modeler in the slightest. This is my test guy. I could have just made him a capsule, but I wanted to have fun in Blender with metaballs. He does not have any animation. I don't know how to do animations yet. But yeah. Yeah, so I was thinking, yeah, get the basics down for this on how to create proper scenes and movement. And I want to make something that will... So I want to make something, I had the idea of something, just a fun project of having a game that mixes in between being a wave-based twin-stick shooter to, at a certain boss wave, it would switch into an FPS movement shooter. And I thought that would be a very fun little idea for a test, first-time game thing. I mean, I wanted to try Godot because it's a very easy and flexible engine to get into. I think you'd enjoy it, Twin. It's pretty friendly. Like I've been kind of getting into the scripting of it. Despite some things like I'm not really. Don't name signal same as other script will not work. Oh yeah. I made this because after I figured out exactly how the menu worked, yeah, I put that in just to remind myself. Alright, so, yeah, now after all of this, we've gotten nowhere. Nowhere at all, in the slightest. So, I still don't know exactly how this H slider is going to work. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, because I have no clue on how to make settings, but I need to learn settings, because every game needs settings. So what I want to have happen right now is I want this to go between the values of, let me just pull this up real quick. I want this to go between the values of mouse sensitivity, between full sensitivity of say 100 and 10. I want that. So a max of 100 and then a little thing of 10. That's what I want to happen. but I don't know in the slightest how to create a signal, but I've got to try. So, do I have to make a function for a signal? No function. No, signal name. Signal name mouse underscore sensitivity. Sensitivity. But now I need to figure out what to do after this. Honestly, part of the fun of coding is just throwing in random stuff, seeing if it lands. Because, yeah, how's it going? How's it going, Muse? Yeah, so seeing how it lands has probably been the most fun part of coding. Just doing stuff, driving myself insane. So the reason I'm doing this instead of an actual other thing is one. Another thing I'm going to be doing, I have to do in this stream at some point, is to start studying for my final exam tomorrow that I have. I need to study for that hard, but obviously I'm doing coding right now, so I can't. It's not too bad. That class is pretty easy. But still, I need to figure out exactly how I'm going to create a signal. I need to figure out how a signal works. So, doing good, getting my GF to go to a garden in the city. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What about? I need to connect my... Wait, let me look up Godot. How to... Signal code. How to use signals. Go.4. Beautiful. I love YouTube tutorials. You? I've got my final. It's a positive psych class. So I just finished that off. Okay, wait. Let's see what this guy's code is. I just want to look at it. Coding is a lot more manageable than I thought it'd be. Even though I don't know much on it, and I'm very new to coding, I feel like Python is so understandable, because once you see something, whenever I see something, I'm always like, oh wow, okay, I actually understand it. Now, I actually understand it somewhat, which I'm surprised, because usually I'm an idiot at these things. I'm not really someone that picks up on stuff fast, but this seems to be kind of at least Python is pretty easy. Because it's just kind of stating what it's doing, right? Like, I feel like that's kind of how I feel about it, because it's just stating what it's doing. It's stating, like, when I go to character, it's just stating, oh, he's, function. It's a function of the physics process. And then it's just, if he's not on floor, it's velocity plus equals, get gravity, just get your gravity, physics body. So it gets the gravity of your physics body times delta. It's like, it kind of just tells you what it's doing, and I like that a lot. Coding's sick. Alright, hold on. How do you make... Oh, wait. Wait. That button... Wait, hold on. Huh. Okay. Alright. How would I do that for a slider? Slider, press, document. Give me a second here. Delete this. Johnny. Cut. How would I? Okay, wait. How would I define something being slid? Well, or is it just value changed? Would that just be it? Value change signals. Okay, signals value underscore changed. Yeah, because that is, yeah, that's pressed. Value underscore changed. value underscore changed dot point. Does that not work? Okay, wait, hold on. Let me add semicolon, or not semicolons. Unexpected in class body. That doesn't make sense. Signal? Actually, wait. Expected signal name after. No. Indent. Oh, hey, that works, actually. Okay. Okay, looks like indenting works. Okay, I think I'm getting somewhere, guys. I think I'm actually getting somewhere. Okay, so I got this to not totally crash my PC. Or not my PC, my little setup here. What will I do next? Okay, wait. What is... Oh, good-o... Oh, signal... Ugh. Okay, this won't do anything. I just want to see if this crashes me. So... Alright. Set this back to whatever it was. Control. What the hell am I doing? This is the fun part about coding, everybody. Yeah, Twin, have you done much? You mentioned that you know a bit of programming. What's your experience at the current moment with programming? Ooh. Driving myself insane just for one function. I feel like it'd be easier just to set up vectors or physics objects or something like that. Which actually, next thing I should do is create another test scene that will do physics objects. Well, actually, I could just put that into the world. Create physics objects, demo. Yeah, that'd work. Just make another scene, create physics objects, copy them over to the test area. Yeah, sounds good. Alright. How to change sensitivity from... Slider. I have no clue how H sliders work, man. Maybe we gotta make a function for it. Alright. Maybe I gotta connect my H slider? Do I already have that done? Yeah. So just make that mouse sensitivity, kind of like similar to the other one. Sensitivity. All right. Tomorrow ye will get your pay. Tomorrow ye will get your pay. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna copy this real quick. I'm gonna make an. Do I have a function underscore ready? Yes, I do. Copy. Move this up ahead here. Value change. I don't think I need value change. I think I could just have it as connect. Slider Johnny. Connect. Changed. On slider value changed. Slider value. I fear that did nothing. Not declared incorrect scope. Error connect. Maybe we're gonna make a function for on slider. Underscore on underscore value slider underscore value changed underscore changed semicolon locked after lambda declaration. Get rid of that. Hey Garrett, how's it going, Garrett? Okay. Activity value. Here that won't work, but I'll just have that there. Let's just hope. Let's see if it works. Okay. At least it didn't break the game. Looks like it resets it every time. Okay, looks like it did not change shit. Didn't change shite. Does it reset it each time I go back in? Okay, it does. Shit. Maybe we have to create an apply button. Give me a second here. What's this? Unsensitive disconnection. Missing connection method on sensitive underscore value. The hell do I have that at? I do not even have that in my lineup. Oh, donkey. What does this mean? What does this mean? I don't have. Node control Johnny. Node control Johnny? Missing connection method. Unsensitive value change? Unsensitive? Right? How do I make this permanent? How's it going, Garrett? How do I make this a permanent thing? Then we gotta create an apply button. Create child node. Baton. Call it active. Or apply. Let's call it apply. Hey, what's up? Just working on some scripting stuff right now. Let's just make it a little bit ugly for now. A little bit ugly. No. I can't see shit. Apply. There we go. Now we have to add a function to this apply button. Unapply underscore unapply. Give me a second. Okay, let's do this. Signals. Unapply pressed. Okay. Cut. Paste. Okay. Unapply pressed. Unapply pressed. How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Yeah, I should actually put in my function first. Bar camera 3D? Bar camera 3D. Bar camera 3D. Correct. Oh, what am I to do? What am I to do, brother? What am I to do? Alright, how's it going, Freeze? This will not work. This will not work in the slightest. Obviously not. Well, what the hell am I supposed to do? I can't just have my character in there. No one good? I'm just programming right now. Can I make glow? Yikers, scrapers, man. This is slider. Let's see if this tutorial actually helps or if it's as useless as the other ones.
Hello and welcome.
Video out. I just need to just connect this to the character, to the camera. I need the camera connected to this. Oh, I do not care. I don't care about this. I just need. Alright. And all it's showing me to do is. Damn it. This is painful, brother. I have spent nearly 2 hours on this one thing. Alright. Like, if I could just, like, connect this, right? If I could connect this entire script without it actually activating. Like, if I could do that, that would be incredible. Shift A, test.tcn. Don't. How would I deactivate? How would I deactivate any inputs happening from it? Well. I don't know if this will work or not, but I'm gonna. I don't know if this will work, but I'll just put it in as like a prerequisite attempt. Yeah. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, get rid of this. Just get rid of this for a second. Huh. Alright. Okay, that clearly isn't work. Attach script. No, attach script. Yes. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. We're good here. We're good here. We got this. We got this. Ugh. Okay. 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 Let's look at extensions real quick. Let's look at the asset lib. Yes. Simple settings manager for Go.4. Yes. Yes. Will it work though? Please, will it work? Simple settings CD. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. I don't really care about keys. Can I just find sensitivity, man? Let's see. Well, shit. I don't think this is a single thing about sensitivity. Do they just think... Does no one use sensitivity settings anymore? Is that, like, not a thing that people do anymore? Is that just a thing that people have forgotten? Let's see. Key features, expandable default settings directory for easy customization. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Basic settings menu. External editor settings. Settings change tracker? Okay. How do I access it? Okay. Now, how do I access? How do I access the thing I just downloaded? Script. again. Let's open this. Alright. Well, I guess this will be something that lives and dies by its friends. I'll probably have to ask Hypercodec how this will work. I have absolutely no clue at the moment. Oh. I'm hopeless. I'm hopeless. Oh my god. Could I drag a scene into, you know... Could I like drag a GD into there? Maybe. Maybe not. Okay. Good eye. Can I drag a GD? Oh my god, I can drag a GD into there. This is big. This is big. Big. Oh, this is actually a fire, man. How do I make it actually fly? Apply pressed. When apply pressed, Hello, what's up, baby Timmy? I'm trying to figure out coding, but I can't for the life of me figure out how I'm gonna make this apply. This is tricky. Unless I could just make this automatically apply. It won't work, but we'll try. Oh, I'm full. Damn it. Okay. How will I make this simply just keep every change I made? Every change I made. Every change. How do I make it keep a changed variable? How would I make it keep a changed variable on leaving? What's up, Doise Noise? Doise Noise, do you know much about coding, man? Trying to currently figure this stuff out. Yeah, I'm studying. Oh my god, thank goodness. Do you know how to code on Godot, man? I am trying for the life of me to figure out how I will make my options menu. This bar, I want it to change my in-game sensitivity. Would you know how to do this, Doise Noise? I am lost. I've not tried everything, of course, because one option would work, but I am so confused on how I'm going to get this to camera 3D, because that's in a whole nother scene right now. And so my var for that is mouse sensitivity, which is what I want to change. Go.script, it's go.script, it's go.script. I don't know C++, and I'm not too good at this either. I'm new. Yeah, so I want this to be able to actually, you know, properly connect to this so that I can change it. And then I want it to apply that state so that it doesn't reset upon leaving. Never used GoodScript, but maybe it's similar to C++. It's similar to Python. If you know Python, it's similar to that, really. How we doing? I'm doing okay, Doug. I'm just trying to figure this out. I've been at this for about 2 hours trying to figure this out. I haven't really gotten much done. While I'm waiting, can you send over your code in Discord? Do you want both the stuff for... It's very messy code, by the way. Do you want the stuff for both the camera 3D and the options, or... Whoa. Actually, yeah, can I just copy code from, Can I copy code from here? Sure. Okay, can I... are you good with... Would you be able to use a GD file to... Could you... no, wait, you would need Godot. I'll just send you the stuff here. Okay, so this is for options. Maybe. Hold up, Dois. Let me find you real quick. Dois. Yeah, I got Godot. Oh, okay, let me just send you over options, GD, which, by the way, like I said, this is probably the messiest code you may ever see in your life. Potentially. I can also send you the character file. I've made games with C Sharp in it. Nice. How do I open this? Okay, show in file manager. There. Where is... Okay, I need option GD. Okay, yeah, option GD. Camera 3D. What the hell is a UID file? And then I believe control GD? Or no, maybe not control GD. Do I still use control? No, I don't use control GD. Okay, that's all I needed to know. I don't use that. Okay, camera GD, then options GD. I need Steve.gd. I'll end that. I don't know if Steve.gd is an actual thing or not. Is that an actual thing? Oh, no, I do not need SteveGD. I just had that as I tried to put it in while running and I failed miserably. I tried to have an extension on GitHub, but that didn't work. Okay, hold on. Let me get what I need real quick. All right. Need options, GD, and then I need 3D character. Yeah, 3D character and camera. Okay, these are the 3 that'll probably matter the most. Yeah, it's a bit of a mess of the code I've got, Dois. His voice noise. Either. I can barely see that. Do you have Git/GitHub? You could repost it on a repo and I'll fork it. I do not know how to do stuff on a GitHub, my friend. I have no clue. Hold on. How do I look at... how do I... Okay. Here we go. I've got the 3 files. Yeah, I don't know how to do forks in GitHub. I've never done that before. Alright, I sent you the GDs. Like I said, you're gonna be seeing... If you just want to peek at this. Character GD. Look at this beautiful mess. Look at this beautiful mess. Look at this. Instead of adding a proper sprint function, I just made it so that when the input's pressed down for sprint, the sprint toggle, it just changes the base speed up. And also global transform. Yeah, anyway guys. You guys just want to see the mouse function doesn't work. Now, why did the mouse function stop working? Get rid of this real quick. Oh, my mouse just in the game just doesn't work anymore. It's decided not to work anymore, friends. Now, why did it do that? Why did it do that? Because of this error? It doesn't work anymore. It doesn't do it anymore. What the fuck just happened? It was working 5 minutes ago. I didn't change anything in there. I didn't change anything in there. Why do you do this to me? Why must you do this to me, brother? To me. It's just decided to kill itself. Why? Why? The script has gone AWOL, everybody. It's decided that the camera system doesn't work anymore. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? With any of these. I'm just not saving this. I'm not saving that at all. Are you kidding me? What the fuck? What the fuck? What is with Python? It doesn't work anymore. It doesn't work anymore. What have I done? My script. It don't work anymore. It don't work, I tell you. Yeah, change character. Let me just make the case activity or base sense. Okay, so what was the issue again? Okay, well, right now I got another issue I'm working out, but right now I want to be able to connect my options GD or oh shit, I am so sorry. I got rid oh no wait, I think you got the version. So I want to connect this H slider Johnny, which is this. I want to connect that to my sensitivity of my mouse so that I can change sensitivity. Why am I doing this? Just because I hate myself. Why am I doing this? Okay. Thank you, Doris. Now, will this fix my issue? No, it won't! What the hell happened to the camera? What the fuck happened to the camera? Are you kidding me? Doesn't work anymore. It went out like old yeller. What the fuck? This is pissing me off, brother. Pissing me off, brother. I don't even think I changed. What did I change? What did I change? What did I change? What did I change, brother? Go. What is there to do, brother? What is there to do? Here. God damn it. Fuck me. Is the sign? What sin have I committed? What pain have I caused an individual in my life to do this now? What have I done? What have I done? What sincerely have I done to deserve this? Why? Why? It's also input. Input just doesn't work. So is there a problem in input? Did I change something in the input? No. Inputs just don't work anymore. Inputs, I guess just the inputs in general are just not working anymore. Really? 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 Debugger. Okay, let me close this out. Why it's been debugged here. Oh. What have I done? What have I done? Get rid of these scripts right now. They're evil. Attach script. Paste. Did I get rid of vector 3? No, I did not. All this shit. Character. Blah, 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 blah. There's nothing under ready. That might be why. Let me get rid of that. What? What? When did this happen? Oh. I'm gonna skip. I have no clue what broke this. I don't want to know what broke this. I say I just delete this script for now. What would happen if I detach script? Would that fix my issue? No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't fix my issue. Why? Because it would never fix my issue. It would never fix my issue. There's like, what changes did I make to this? You know, how about I just try closing this out and reopening it, maybe? Still doesn't work. What would happen if I put all this code to another? What would happen if I just put? I just want to humor this. What would happen if I put this code into another version, into a backup version of this? There is no mercy in this world. There is none at all. None at all, my friends. Delete. What the fuck? Okay. So this code works. Oh, not all the code. Oh, that's because I don't have. Yeah, that makes sense. So this code works in. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. This is stupid. This is very, very stupid. Very, very stupid. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen, brother. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen, brother. What is there to do, brother? What is there to do? What happens if I get rid of this little function right here? Will that fix my issue? Nope. Nope, it wouldn't. Nope, it wouldn't. Why wouldn't it? Project. What would happen if I just made this the main one? Is it an issue of? Just to see. Clearly the code works, because it works in another program. It works in another version of this. I have no clue. What can I uninstall plugins, please? How do I install all plugins? Delete. Where are all the plugins I installed? I'm just gonna delete every single one of them. I couldn't tell you why this decided not to work anymore. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you the slightest why this doesn't work anymore. Nice. Let me just... Can I restore a backup version of this? Well, it seems that the stupid thing's broken. I hate Godot sometimes. Why the hell? How to restore previous version of Go graphics. It appears my inputs just don't work anymore for my test scene, and it's pissing me off. Alright, you know what? Doesn't matter. This is a test anyway. Let's just delete it all. I'll see you guys later. Have a good night. Bye. I hate it whenever I break stuff by accident. Oh well.